How can life and death experiences inspire us to fully live our lives, no matter how much time we may have? This is a story of two wake-up calls that led me here. I'm so fortunate that some vision loss led to the MRI that revealed a small glioma. A glioma is a brain tumor. Ironically, the vision loss I had experienced in 2004 that led to the MRI had nothing to do with my brain. Once they found the glioma, however, the protocol was to watch it through periodic MRIs and then decide about treatment if it grew. My maternal grandmother had died of a massive brain tumor years before I was born, and this had been in the back of my mind my whole life. I wanted to protect my mom from having to go through a second traumatic brain tumor experience, so I generally played down the seriousness of the situation. Did this help her? I doubt it. Did it help me? Yes, definitely. When I got laid off in 2008 and couldn't afford COBRA coverage, it never occurred to me that I'd be uninsurable because of that glioma found back in 2004. Don't even get me started on why we need universal health care coverage and why I support the Affordable Care Act as a first step. At the end of 2009, the stimulus package COBRA assistance allowed me to take advantage of my last several months of COBRA coverage, and I immediately made an appointment for a complete physical. My doctor insisted on doing a follow-up MRI because it had already been a couple of years since the last one. I went alone to meet with the surgeon for what I thought would be another routine MRI report. However, the tumor had tripled in size, now the size of an egg, and my surgeon said it had to come out. I was stunned and speechless. Fortunately, the tumor was in the right frontal lobe, making it easily accessible, and I had the best type of brain tumor to have. It was somewhat rare and very responsive to treatments. Then my husband's retiree insurance expanded because of the acquisition of his former company, and I became fully covered by his insurance. When I went through my brain cancer experience, I was in denial for much of the time. Believe it or not, I was shocked when my oncologist corrected my view that my tumor wasn't cancerous. Even then, I was determined that this brain tumor situation wasn't going to define who I was. Despite all that's happened, I still don't fully relate to the idea of being a survivor. Sometime between the brain surgery and year of chemo, I had my first wake-up call for my second act. If not now, when will I finally complete coach training so I can do what I love full-time? Shortly after that wake-up call, the perfect coaching program popped up through a conversation with another coach. I checked it out and started coach training toward the end of my year of chemo. It was transformative, both personally and professionally. What a great way to stay focused on what I wanted in my life rather than on fears about what I didn't want. I believe my coach training and coaching experiences made a huge difference in how I responded to and recovered from my treatments. I became a certified coach and focused on executive and career coaching, which were in line with my human resources and consulting background. Even though I loved coaching, witnessing my clients experience transformation in their lives and careers, my coaching specialty was elusive. What unique perspective did I have to contribute? The only thing I could think of was somehow using my cancer experience, but that didn't feel right to me. Then at the end of July 2013, my brother Jeff was diagnosed with late-stage pancreatic cancer and given weeks to live. And live he did, pretty much on his terms. Always a practical guy, when Jeff was still in the hospital for massive blood clots in his lungs, he asked if the chemo treatments they wanted him to pursue would extend his life or improve the quality of his life. The answer was no. So he said, "Okay, untether me, I'm out of here. I have things to do." And he proceeded to live those last weeks of his life, with family and friends welcome to hang with him. The last 5 days spent with Jeff, other family members, and friends were amazing and precious. And this became my second wake-up call that clearly defined my second act. What I learned from my brother Jeff was that no matter how much time we may have in this lifetime, we can make the most of it right here, right now, on our own terms. My brain tumor experience provided my first wake-up call to pursue my coaching passion, something I had dreamed of doing for over 5 years. Thanks to my second wake-up call, inspired by my brother Jeff, I found my life purpose and coaching specialty, helping cancer survivors take inspired action on their wake-up calls to live fearlessly with purpose, passion, and presence. If not now, when? So now my passion is helping other cancer survivor thrivers discover their second acts. We reassess values to find out what's really important now that everything has changed. We create a vision map that defines the life the client wants and spend time focusing on mind, body, spirit to remove blocks like old limiting beliefs and interpretations that don't serve. We focus on what nourishes the mind, body, and spirit to reduce stress and experience more joy, health, and inner peace. Living fearlessly with purpose, passion, and presence doesn't mean we don't occasionally experience fears. It means we move beyond the fears to fully live our lives, whatever that looks like for each individual, no matter how much time we have. This is the story of how I found my life's purpose, my coaching specialty, and my second act.